Alrighty, now that we've got our book written, edited, and we've done the cover, it's time to import it into Kindle Create. Now you don't need to use Kindle Create because Kindle Direct Publishing does support DOCX, PUB, or ePUB, and MOBI files. So I can upload any one of those at any time. But Kindle Create does make things a lot easier. It's more of a convenience factor. Now, Kindle Create is essentially just a program that'll help you format your book for Kindle Direct Publishing. It is not an editing system. It's a formatting tool. Now, there's a big difference because you're not able to do a lot of things like trying to put in indented paragraphs in Kindle Create is damn near impossible. But it does give you a chance to adjust the fonts, change some colors, put in some separators, and stuff like that. And so it's a useful tool. You just don't want to write in it. Well, I'm Michael with WriterSanctuary, and today we're going to be taking a closer look at Kindle Create and getting our book ready to publish. Okay, so I did a first look at Kindle Create not too long ago, and I'm still not an expert on the system, but I was able to muddle around enough to at least get my book published. And I did have to do a revamp earlier because I found a spelling error on the front page. I spent weeks going through everything, and I misspelled something right off the bat. Don't know if anybody else noticed, but I fixed it. So anyway, if you follow that video that I made earlier, you can see how you can create a whole new Kindle file from your DOCX or doc file type. And once you're in the Kindle system, you can make all of the adjustments you want. Now, the cool thing about having Kindle Create is that you're able to add a bunch of templates to your content. Like, for instance, this title page here actually came from Kindle Create. All you gotta do is just hit this little button at the top here, and then you can select what pages you want to add. Now, this one's a title page. I've added a dedication and a table of contents, obviously. And on the back matter, at the end of the book, I added the about the author, but you can also include more books by this author, books that if you create a series, praises, epilogues, you have a lot of stuff here that you can add, and it saves you from having to try to add it and format it into something like Microsoft Word or WordPad or whatever you're using to write. Then once you add the pages, you can edit them by clicking on the edit page on the right side here, and then you can change any information that's on the page that you've had selected. For instance, this one's the book title, so Freelancer's Tale, the book subtitle, my name, and then the publisher if I had one, but I don't, so it doesn't matter. Now, if you have more than one author to the book, you can hit this little plus sign here and add another one. So like if you were to go in and write a book with somebody else, you can also add them to the byline. But I did this by myself, so. And once you're done setting all the information on the page, you just hit update page, and that's all there is to it. And then using the scroll wheel, you can go through one page at a time, so you can see the contents, how it started, and all that other good stuff. And if you want to edit specific parts of your book, like for each different individual chapter, then you can click on any one of these in the body on the left, and you can see how to set all that up in the video that I made recently, the first look on Kindle Create, where it will actually pull the headers that you have in your file and make them chapters headings. So like if you did a bold type and increase the size maybe 2 or 3 points, Kindle Create will detect those bolds and the font changes and then create the chapters for you. And then you just go through and remove the ones you don't want to have chapters. For instance, this here is a chapter, but at the end of it, I have the takeaway from all of this. Now, I didn't want these to be chapters, but Kindle Create grabbed them anyway, so I had to remove them from each individual chapter that I had. So, a little bit of a pain, but it worked great. I didn't have a single problem doing that. Now, one thing I would like to point out, though, is that Kindle Create isn't perfect by any stretch of the imagination. It is still kind of a buggy piece of programming. Like if earlier when I tried to generate a new file for the edits that I made, I tried to click the generate button, nothing happened. So I had to close the program out completely, reopen it, go back into the file, and then it started working again. So Kindle Create is a bit buggy, and yeah, so take that with a grain of salt. Something else I would like to point out is that sometimes throughout the entire book, Kindle Create picked up certain sections of the book as 12-point font and other pieces at 13-point font. So I had to go through each individual paragraph to make sure all of them were the same size, because I didn't want the book to be small, then big, then small, then big. Nobody does. So make sure that if you use Kindle Create, go through it very carefully and make sure you have everything set where you want it, including the font size and the colors. But aside from being somewhat buggy, it is quite useful, especially when you export the KDP file from Kindle Create. It will create uh, a platform where you can send it as an ebook, or you can use it as the print-on-demand version, which I'm going to be doing here in a couple of days. So if you click on the print settings, you can actually change how it looks in the printed version. So like if you wanted to do author name and book title, different alignments that go with all these. I didn't want that, so I just selected the plain one that'll have the numbers at the bottom. We just hit OK. And if we wanted to preview it on mobile devices, Kindle Create will load it up and we can see what the book looks like on specific things. So like this is a tablet, you got the phone, or you can do a Kindle e-reader. Now as you can tell, this little black bar at the top here doesn't move. Again, that's part of the fun of Kindle Create. I'm telling you, it's buggy as shit, but it did do the book just fine. And when I uploaded it, everything seemed to work out great. So I wasn't too disappointed in it, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so some of the basic things we're going to go over real quick is, let's say that we wanted to add an image right here, right before each day. I would put my cursor wherever I wanted it. I would click the insert button here at the top, and that's going to let me put in an image or start the chapter image, which would be at the very top of this. And I was debating on doing that, but I didn't know how it would look in the printed version. So I'm like, you know, this is the first one. Let's not mess with it. So, but you can add an image pretty easy. You just click on that, select what image you want to use, and then you're done. Now, if you want to add a hyperlink, like say that I wanted to link text broker here, I would select the text like you would any other text, click on insert, and then we have the hyperlink option. So we can click on that, and then we can type in the address. So let's say we wanted to send people to text broker. If they clicked on it, we hit insert hyperlink, and bam, now we have a link. Now I didn't put, oops, I didn't mean to click on it. So anyway, yeah, so that's how you put in a link into your ebook. Now I didn't put a lot of links in my book because I am using this for the printed copy, or the printed version that will be coming out very soon. So I didn't bother doing a lot of that stuff. But if you wanted to do links, there you go. And what else can we add here? I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you need to know. Okay, so like with chapter titles, we can add, ooh, we can make them all a chapter title, but we don't want to do that. So, whoops. Oh, look at that. First paragraph. So you can add the font to it, or the drop down. So that's kind of cool. I'm really fucking this up. I'm not going to save this. So let's see. You got your standard elements, block quotes. If you wanted to add block quotes, you just click on that. Say if you wanted a poem, format as a poem. That's kind of cool. Let's say we wanted to add a separator right here. We'll do a space and we hit a separator. Bonk. And yeah, what if we wanted to do a quote credit? Bing. Then we can add in, oops, I can't even spell a name right. Bam. But you get the idea. You can add all kinds of stuff into your ebook. Just remember that Kindle Create is not necessarily a system for writing your book, but it is something for setting it up for KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing. Now, when you're ready to export your book, all you have to do is hit this generate button here. Now, like I said, last time it kept crashing on me, and I had to reload, save and reload. And even then, it wouldn't save the changes that I made before, so I had to make the changes again and then save it, and then I was able to generate. So if you have any problems, close it down, reload it. That's all I did. Only had to do it once, so it worked fine after that. So when you're ready to export, you just hit the generate button here, and it'll ask you where you want to save it. You see I've got 3 versions of my book saved. So here I can send the package anywhere I want, and that is what we upload to KDP, which I will cover in the next video. So it's not that bad of a program. It is buggy as shit, but it works good enough. I was able to update and fix one of the spelling errors. Hopefully that doesn't screw up the book for people that have already bought it. I mean, I've always sold 8 copies, and there's only one glaring mistake on the front page. So if you know what that is, leave it in the comment down below. But if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button for more videos about self-publishing, KDP, freelance writing, text broker, WordPress, or anything else I cover. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget the notification bell. And don't forget that A Freelancer's Tale is available on Amazon. You can click it in the description down below. I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you next time.